There's a reason people overlook you or don't take you seriously. It's not because you're fragile or shy. It's because you come across as harmless and an effortless mark. Today, I'll teach you a mental tactic almost nobody discusses: the mindset shift to become untouchable in a healthy way. Picture walking into school with a commanding presence that people instinctively steer clear of. You don't need brute force to be untouchable. You need an unshakable mind. This isn't one of those videos about bulking up and body slamming a rival. This is the subtle psychology of presence, and it can have a strong effect on your life. So pay attention, especially to Section 3. It's the most crucial. There's a simple rule in social dynamics. Whoever reacts first gives the other person control. Back in high school, bullies mocked my looks, cracked cutting jokes, and tried to make me feel small. I didn't know better and often made things worse by responding emotionally. I was their go-to target because I seemed boring and awkward. I had few friends, and my attempts to change the subject always boomeranged. Then I noticed what gave them power. They kept pushing because they found a weak spot. Once someone spots a soft spot, they exploit it. But there's a better approach I learned the hard way. Reflect confidence instead of running. Don't laugh it off or bolt. Hold steady, meet their eyes, and reply with calm, firm assertiveness. I remember a classmate who mocked my shoes. Instead of shrinking, I answered coolly with a witty, composed line, and the attention turned away from me. The attention seeker's act fell flat. That's how fragile a performative bully can be when they're met with calm resolve. Here's your daily drill. When someone criticizes you, resist blurting out whatever your knee-jerk reaction is. Pause. Choose a composed, firm response that protects your dignity. That alone won't transform everything. You also need to cultivate real inner strength. Schools, colleges, and campuses run on one currency: attention. Many people feed off validation. They survive on reactions. That's why you keep losing when you react impulsively. If you always play defensive, you hand them victory. So stop doing what they crave. Become non-reactive. Don't shout or retaliate. Stay composed. Silence is unusual. Most people expect drama. When you remain steady and unflappable, they'll often reassess themselves. Their conscience might ask, "Was I out of line?" That unsettles them far more than a loud fight ever could, and you win without aggression. But don't think you can flip a switch and become calm overnight. This requires mental conditioning. Fortifying your mind is tougher than sculpting abs. This habit will show up. People will notice you speak less, smile less, and move with composure while others rush. That calm presence creates a powerful aura, and others will instinctively give you space. Composure alone isn't enough. You also need practical tools for dignity and safety. One of the most effective tools is assertive communication. Give genuine, measured compliments when appropriate, but pair them with steady boundaries. For example, praise someone's effort, then say calmly, "However, I'd appreciate it if you don't make comments about my appearance." That way you acknowledge them, but you also set a limit. People rarely expect boundaries delivered with grace. It disarms hostility without manipulation. I recall a time at the gym when a loud lifter was clearly fishing for attention. I approached, told him he looked strong, then matter-of-factly added that performance speaks louder than noise. He froze, and then quieted down for the day. The aim isn't to humiliate, but to prompt reflection. You're trying to create thoughtful pause, not to wound. Now for the key practice: identity steadiness. You can't coerce others to change, but you can influence how they perceive you by being constant in your demeanor. When someone brags or postures, don't attack them directly. Instead, offer a neutral observation that highlights their strengths while pointing to constructive growth. E.g., "You've always been bold. I've noticed lately you're more talk than action. If you want, I can show you how I stay focused." That plants a seed of self-reflection without cruelty. Once people begin to wonder about their behavior, they might seek your steadiness, and that's when healthy influence happens. Use this only responsibly. Don't weaponize doubt or undermine fragile people. If you're an introvert or naturally quiet, This approach is perfect for you. I used to be the same, reserved and overlooked, so I assembled these techniques to help people like us develop quiet authority without becoming aggressive. Summary practice. Build composure with short daily exercises. Sit still, breathe, and practice holding your expression for 30-60 seconds in front of a mirror. Practice brief, calm comebacks that set boundaries without escalating the situation. Cultivate presence. Slow your pace, maintain an even voice, and walk with intention. Use assertive language. Praise plus a boundary. I respect that, but please don't comment on X. Lead by consistency, not coercion. Influence others by being steady, reliable, and respectful. Use these tools to protect yourself, claim space, and gain quiet respect. They aren't tricks to harm others. They're ways to keep yourself safe, dignified, and powerful without violence or manipulation.